What is up, Nuggets? It's your boy, Killer Pizza, here with a brand new video for you rascals and rapscallions out there. Now, first and foremost, I want to apologize for not putting out a video last Sunday. I was actually just so sore. If you guys don't know, I'm actually a professional wrestler, independent wrestler out of Michigan, and I made my return to the ring last Saturday. I was out for 6 months with a concussion, but I got it all squared away, got my MRI, seen the doctors and whatnot. And the good news is, after the match, and all the way up to this point, like, I feel great. My head feels fine, so, you know, smooth sailing from here on out. But with being out of the ring for 6 months, I don't know if any of you guys are wrestling fans in particular, but my body was so sore when I woke up Sunday to record a video because I had nothing planned ahead. I was just so sore, in the words of Brad Noel from Sublime, I ain't leaving my bed today. Like, I just was like, fuck it. And to be quite honest, speaking of wrestling, it's WrestleMania weekend. I just met up with some of the homies last night to watch it, and it was a long night, a late night, and I'm very tired. I've been kind of putting off this video all day, but it's like I can't go 2 weeks without talking some fucking horror with you guys. So I'm going to talk about this little list I put together. Going to make this a quick little video. It's going to be my top 5 favorite horror movie documentaries that I think you guys should own. And I would like to continue on with this and maybe do like a volume 2, etc. But let me get right into it, because where this started was this movie I picked up at Astronomicon out here in Michigan. This is a Synapse film release. This is Invaluable, the story of an epic artist. Now, this is a documentary about Tom Sullivan, who is a big hand in The Evil Dead. This one kind of inspired me to make this list because I wanted to do a review on this movie itself, but I realized it's kind of hard to give like a real, review of a documentary without giving everything away. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give this movie its flowers and suggest everybody check this out. This is a beautiful release right here. Look at the back, the Book of the Dead. So they really go pretty deep into a lot of the stuff, Evil Dead, all Evil Dead, explaining the story. But Tom Sullivan was pretty much an artist who did a lot of the special effects, makeup, and a lot of the creative stuff in the original too. He did some work on Army of Darkness, but like I said, a big reason for me making this top 5 list is just to put this movie over. I absolutely adore this movie. It was unbelievable. Tom Sullivan just comes off as one of the most genuine guys. And just seeing like some of the struggles he went through over like unfortunate events, deaths and stuff like that really affected him. You could just show from his interviews that he's a sincere guy and like a very likable guy overall. And, you get a lot of insight and a lot of stuff I had no idea that the stuff he did on this movie, like to the extent. They talk with a lot of the original cast members, go to a lot of the original filming locations, explain a lot of really cool stuff, and I just really love this movie. And as a Michigander, this was a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff, like I said, I didn't know. Turns out that if you guys ever wanted to know where I live and stalk me, I'll just say this movie made its world premiere, Evil Dead, the original, not this documentary, but Evil Dead, made its premiere at the Redford Theater, and I looked it up. That's 3.3 miles from where I live. I didn't know that. Like, that's pretty fucking cool. So I kind of had like this extra love for it, which anybody from Michigan, anybody out there not from Michigan, I'll answer the question. Yes, horror fans from Michigan love Evil Dead more than you can even imagine. It's our baby. It's our claim to fame, And I just find it a trip that the world premiere was 3 miles from my house. Like, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to check out that theater. I've actually never been there. I've known about it my whole life. But, yeah, I highly suggest checking this out. There's actually a bonus documentary of another cast member. And Tom Sullivan just seems like a great guy. Somebody that's on my list want to meet eventually at a convention. But highly, highly recommend checking this one out. Now, next one is one I think a lot of you guys would be really into, and that is Pennywise, the story of It. It's exactly what you think it is. It's the definitive It documentary talking about the original mini doc. I really, really like this. And this is coming from a guy, I'll just admit, I seen It Chapter 1 and 2 in the theaters, and I grew up watching the original mini doc. I am not the biggest fan of Pennywise or It or Stephen King for that matter, and I only say that it's kind of like speaking in wrestling terms. It's like a lot of people say, "Oh, I love The Undertaker." I love The Undertaker too, but not as much as like other people do. So like I can't really claim this movie because there's so many more I like more than the character of Pennywise or It. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it. Just I love so much horror, I got to kind of whittle it down. But with that being said, this is the definitive documentary. If you're into It, Pennywise, Stephen King, this is the one to check out. This is one of the documentaries with most of the production crew and staff. Like, there's so many people that were involved in this movie, and it's just a pretty interesting watch. I highly recommend it. Now, I feel like this one's like the elephant in the room. Like, how can you not mention this? I have part 2 as well, and in Search for Tomorrow, the sci-fi version, but that is In Search for Darkness. They're actually running a deal right now to get part 3, the Blu-ray. Pretty good sale, a nice bundle. They're pretty pricey, though. I really need to pick it up, but I've been holding back on getting part 3 because it's free on Shudder right now. And I don't have Shudder right now, but if I really wanted to watch it, you know. But this is like the definitive horror documentary. I don't think it's formatted as good as some people want to say, because a lot of times they kind of fly through some of these movies, but at the end of the day, they have a lot of horror icons and people in the industry, and each one of these documentaries, 1 and 2, which, like I said, I believe are free on Shudder along with part 3, are literally like 6, 7, 8-hour documentaries, so you really can't go wrong there. They really talk about so many good horror movies from the 80s, which is a 80s style documentary. 80s horror flicks is what this is all about. I think the third one might be about the 90s, but these are really good. These are like comfort watches, part 1 and 2. You could just throw this on in the background and, call it a night. So check that one out. And I was trying to be pretty slick with these choices, but it's hard for me not to throw this one in there. And you can get this off Amazon. I'm sure you can watch this on YouTube as well, but this is the combo of the Never Sleep Again and Crystal Lake Memories documentaries, the Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th documentaries. I'm talking in particular the Friday the 13th version. It is so good. It's just like in the sense of In Search for Darkness, this documentary goes for hours and hours. I'm not sure exactly how long it is. Between both of them, or actually, Crystal Lake Memories is 400 minutes. So you guys do the math. I went to public schools, however many hours that is. That's a lot of minutes right there. But if you're a big Friday the 13th fan like I am, a Jason Voorhees fan, definitely worth picking up. Let alone having the Nightmare on Elm Street documentary too, which is 2 hours and 38 minutes. So that's 638 minutes of behind-the-scenes shit. This is kind of a must-have 4-disc set for any horror fan. And on top of that, guys, I feel like I always flub up not doing like a Friday the 13th ranking each Friday the 13th, but I actually looked it up earlier today. Friday the 13th is in October this year. And I believe, what is there, 12 movies? Yeah, Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, then the remake. If you guys want this October, I'm willing to do a review of each movie all the way up to the 12th, and then the 13th, I could do a ranking of the whole franchise. That's something I might be interested in. 13 videos in 13 days for Jason. So let me know if you guys want to see me do that, and definitely pick this one up. Check it out. A lot of fun. Who doesn't like Jason Voorhees, man? I used to be a Michael Myers guy, but after rewatching a lot of these franchises, it's like, if you look at the first 8 Paramount Friday the 13th, it's, people could say they're all the same, but shit, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Those are the best in my opinion. Even Jason Takes Vancouver or The Boat, I love that one. And final choice right here. I talk about this movie all the fucking time on this channel. I can't help it. And I'm going to talk about it some more. That is Return of the Living Dead. Now I'm showing you the 4K, which also on the Scream Factory Blu-ray release. And I believe you can find this on YouTube, the More Brains documentary. Now, this is my all-time favorite horror movie. The only 2 that even come close to that, more than that, I'd say after this would be The Thing, Halloween, Dawn of the Dead. I don't know. I'm maybe Friday the 13th 4. I'm being put on the spot, damn it. But we're talking about the More Brains documentary. This is like another one of the definitive documentaries. They got the whole cast and crew, and it really goes pretty fun insight. They really dig deep into like everything personal and the rehearsals and how this was formatted and everything. And if you've never seen Return of the Living Dead, for one, you need to check it out. It's one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Like I said, my favorite. And this 4K is absolutely amazing. And the fact that you get the 3 discs with this and the documentary alone, like they could have released the documentary as its own release and people would have bought the shit out of it. It's that liked. But you really can't go wrong with this one. And the documentary fucking rules. So, yeah, these are my 5 picks. Once again, sorry for not making a video last week. I told you guys why, and as for today, like, I've been dragging ass, but I'm glad I got this out here. Sorry for the late post. I normally do these at noon, but my ass was sleeping until almost 3 o'clock. To be fair, I work second shift in my shoot job, so I tend to sleep kind of late. But these are my 5 picks. We have Invaluable, the Pennywise documentary, In Search of Darkness, Chris Lake Memories, and the More Brains documentary that comes on the Scream Factory Return of the Living Dead releases. Pick these up. Check them out. Hopefully you guys are watching WrestleMania this weekend. Last night was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have been watching some good horror flicks. If you got any horror documentaries you want to suggest to me, please let me know, because I am a sucker for that. It's one of the best things about physical media with all the special features. A lot of times you can get multiple commentary tracks with different stars or the director, producers, writers, and most of these boutique labels have documentaries, even if it's a short one, on these releases. So it's just always fun to kind of see behind the scenes. It's something I've always been kind of interested in, which I'm sure you guys are too. But with that being said, I'm going to get off here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz if you want. Either way, I appreciate you guys checking this out. Like I said, let me know if there's any horror documentaries you want me to check out, any movies you want me to review, any of that fun stuff. Other than that, guys, Blood Guts Gore, I will check you later.